I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son.
A 7-month-old baby boy was reportedly kidnapped right out of this Big Five parking lot. This is 7-month-old Emmanual Haro, one of 5 children in this
tragic story coming our way.
Reportedly kidnapped last night in Yucaipa. Now, his mom told me that they were here last night at a nearby football stadium in Yucaipa with the other kids playing youth football, and she had to run down here to Big Five to buy some equipment for her stepson, specifically a mouth guard. When she got here to the parking lot, she says that's when she noticed her 7-month-old's diaper needed to be changed. So she says she got out of her truck.
Already you can hear the complexity levels of this story. Sorry, I just had to interject. I'm like, damn, how many levels are we going here?
Went around to the back and laid him down on the seat to change his diaper when she was attacked from behind.
I got him out of the car seat, and I laid him down so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white, and it carries on. I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked all around my truck, and I ran into Big Five, and I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled.
Whoever took our son, please give him back.
The search for this 7-month-old baby boy continues. Police and the family desperate to find out where he is.
No.
Yeah, it's a very sad story.
Terrifying story.
That we are reporting on, and hopefully he does turn up. It is an ongoing story, but we are here to report on it.
And what's happened in this so far, you got someone from the video, Rebecca Haro, went to I don't know, what, a sporting goods store or something like that.
Big Five, I guess it looks like a Five Below or something like that type, like we have over here.
Okay. And apparently her son was kidnapped from a parking lot. And a lot of people are pointing out that, one, this is terrible. I'm going to say just on any level, this is bad. Yeah. Whether I know there's a lot of people who are bringing up that her news interview seemed kind of strange. She doesn't really, there's no tears about her missing child or anything like that. But regardless, whether you buy her story or not, which now we're going to get into that in a little bit, it's still terrible. There is a 7-month-old who is unaccounted for, is missing. So hopefully
he turns up and he is safe.
Hopefully, however it occurred or whatever happened, hopefully that child is returned safely.
But anyway, to get into the story, we are on a frantic search is underway for 7-month-old Emmanual Haro, as we saw in the video, who was kidnapped from his mother's truck outside the store. We already know the video, so I'm not going to repeat that part specifically of the story, but the police have launched a major manhunt using search teams and canine scent tracking dogs. The family, who say they have no enemies, is pleading for his return. Rebecca said, "I'm begging you, please. If you know anything, I'm begging you, please bring him back," end quote. Emmanuel's father, Jake Haro, also pleaded, "Just give us our son. Keep him safe. Don't hurt him. Make sure you feed him and change him." Emmanuel is described as weighing 21 pounds, with brown hair, brown eyes, and noticeable cross eye. He was last seen wearing a black Nike onesie. It's a very rough story, again, to have a 7-month-old taken away from their family. I'm not personally seeing... I see her being concussed from maybe her injury. I could see that being a thing, because she definitely, her speech, just the way that she was functioning and during her interview, it didn't seem like she was all there. Like, just in a sense where there was no fog, there was no mental congestion that usually accompanies a concussion. So
I don't know. I'm sure she would have went to the hospital if she was struck in the face. I don't know if she'd been diagnosed with a concussion.
Yeah, who knows? She does have a shiner. But about that shiner, there are some reports that her husband is not necessarily the nicest man. He apparently has a record. Jake Michael Haro.
Haro.
Yeah, in 2021 was arrested for willful child cruelty. Apparently was convicted as well. And that's not good. Especially when now there's a 7-month-old that is missing. And somebody has...
Not under the circumstances that your child has gone missing and you're pleading with the public and the story doesn't make sense. And I could see it too. It's like you could never really know how people are going to react in a situation like this. Obviously, I've never been in a situation like this. People grieve in their own way. They process things in their own way. But I do think it's, she seems a little robotic. I can get why people are saying, oh, it's like shades of Sherry Papini or Susan Smith or Casey Anthony. I can get that, actually. Because it just doesn't seem like... But I don't know. I've never been in that situation. So
I hope nobody ever has to go through that situation. But sadly, it does happen. Hence why we're reporting on it.
I was talking to you before this. There was just that incident that happened like 2 or 3 months ago in Nova Scotia, Canada. And I forget the name of there were 2 kids. Apparently, they wandered out of the house. They were missing. And they wandered out of the house. They've been gone. And they live in a very wooded area. Police have searched all the areas. They got trail cams. And they're pulling all the trail cam footage and stuff like that. As far as I know, there's been no update on that case. But it does seem odd that 2 kids would just wander out of the house and they could somehow get outside of the search radius, which has got to be like 3 miles or something like that.
Yeah,
and the mother, who obviously people think knows more than she's letting on, decided she's going to move out.
And just
she's
leave.
moving out.
Yeah.
She moved out of the county.
Hey, my kid's
which
missing,
I
but
would
I'm
think
just gonna leave. Yeah, that's totally
that would be
normal.
the strangest thing to me. I would think that if my kid was missing, I would be staying right where I am.
I wouldn't be going anywhere. Moving would be the last thing
until
I'd be
I have
thinking
some answers.
Yeah, until my child is found. Yeah.
Yeah.
So on another report, we are now joined by First Alert 6, and they reported already about what we talked about. But the interesting part about this article I thought was started here. The mother says when she got out of their pickup truck, she realized Emmanuel needed a diaper change, like we heard in the previous video. Before going into the store, she began changing her son's diaper outside the car. That's when she says she was hit from behind and Emmanuel was kidnapped. I took him out, now quote, I took him out of the car seat, laid him on the chair. I had his diapers right here. And someone said, Hola. I couldn't even turn. I don't remember nothing, Haro said, end quote.
That's the shades of Sherry Papini, because Sherry Papini said she was also abducted by, I think it was 2 Spanish-speaking women.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's the Sherry Papini thing.
I just thought it was interesting that apparently was what she reported. The mother says she was knocked unconscious by the attack, and when she woke up, her son was gone. I got up off the floor, and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me, she said, end quote. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department deputies and canine units responded Thursday night with scent tracking dogs and searched for Emmanuel and any possible suspects. As of Saturday, the baby was still missing. Deputies said Saturday they have been unable to rule out foul play in Emmanuel's disappearance. The boy's parents were interviewed by authorities, during which Haro was confronted with inconsistencies, quote unquote, with her initial statements about the alleged kidnapping. The mother chose to end the interview at that time, authorities said. In a statement, investigators didn't name Emmanuel's parents as suspects in the case, although uncertainties about their son's disappearance remains. Investigators say Emmanuel was last seen wearing a black Nike onesie. He weighs about 21 pounds and is 24 inches tall. He has brown hair, brown eyes, and is cross-eyed. Anyone with information can call 911 or the Sheriff's Dispatch at 909-387-8313. Again, I really hope he does get found. I really hope something malicious didn't happen to him. But this is
and
not
you said too the parents
story.
that stopped cooperating with law enforcement and lawyers. And it's interesting too in interviews, which obviously the police are going to conduct everywhere the family members. There's some like tells, like if you refer to somebody in the past tense, and they should be in the present tense. just stuff like your stories of a lot of people when they're lying about something, they try to like add in more details, they embellish, but their story then changes a little bit over time. When normally if you're telling the truth, your story will always be consistently the same. So I watch a little bit of true crime here and there.
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah, we
we all
hope
do, I think.
Emmanuel Haro
We
is
hope he's
found. But and I don't know, I don't have enough information from what
Yeah.
we've read to say if
I
they're
wouldn't say, yeah.
lying
I
or
couldn't
not.
tell you who's
But
guilty, who's not guilty, but
but
it's definitely alarming to say the least. There definitely seems like there's some things missing in the story. Some random person coming up to somebody and saying "Hola," punching them in the face and stealing their child, while is not impossible, is not probable. I feel like I could safely say. But again, it's not impossible.
not
So who knows?
impossible, no. But
So who knows?
it's that. But definitely the fact that their son went missing Thursday, and by Saturday you're like, yeah, I need a lawyer, and I don't want to talk to the
Yeah.
police anymore. That's
Yeah.
definitely because I would think if anyone genuine in this situation would be doing everything, giving every information, every little tidbit of anything they could do to possibly get their kid back. But it doesn't seem like now they're going to make it harder for the police to directly contact them through a lawyer, which obviously you wouldn't need in this situation unless you have something to hide. That's what I would think.
I
Anyway.
mean, that's what everything seems like. So who knows? We'll just have to wait and
Um,
see what develops. But again, hopefully, it at least results in him being found safe.
and hopefully the child is found safe. That's all you can hope for in this situation. And
Let
I'm
us know what you
sure
think in the comments.
that'll be interesting. I'm going to follow up on this story because this is these cases
yeah.
always interest me. So,
All right, catch ya.
but yeah, let us know. We'll catch you in the next one.